podcast is part of the Podcast Arcade Network.
Hello, and welcome to the Covert Nerd Podcast. Thank you for listening. It means a lot to me that you take the time out of your day to hear what I have to say. Today is another Choose Your Own Adventure Live. Please go to covertnerd.net for all the details on this episode and other episodes. You can be involved in one of these as well, as if you go to the Facebook page, the Covert Nerd Facebook page, and I will put a link in the show notes and you can find that. And I usually make an announcement before they happen and you can be involved. It's a lot of fun. I think you would enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And please, if you think somebody else would enjoy this episode, share it with somebody. Stop right now, pause the episode, and use the app that you're listening to this episode right now and share it with somebody. I would really appreciate that. Without further ado, let's dive right in and nerd it up with Eddie and Choose Your Own Adventure. And today, though, we're going to head down to the saloon. And there you go. Hey, that's fitting, Eddie. We're going to go back to the 1880s. There's no lights, only candles.
Deadwood City.
Deadwood City.
You from Deadwood, boy? You got that Deadwood stank on you.
I don't like people from Deadwood.
I don't like them Deadwood boys. They shifty.
You meet me at noon.
Meet me high noon. I'm holding this candle way too close to my face. It's hot.
Ouch.
Hot
I
as
burned
hell.
myself. I burned myself.
Now, listen, this goes without saying. Welcome to the Covert Nerd Reads Deadwood City. Covert Nerd Reads Choose Your Own Adventures.
Live.
Where we live. Listen, the world's falling apart.
Yes. So we need some 80s nostalgia and get back into it and have some fun.
Exactly. So campfire stories, in my case, candlelight stories. Sit back and join us as Jesse Kiefer's invoking the Mandalorian, which has basically become a space western, which I love.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, you're not from around these parts.
Arias.
But I got Boba Fett's armor on.
Do you have snakes in your...
dead.
Are you like Woody? Do you have snakes in your boots?
I got snakes in my boots.
Snakes in my boots.
Dude, that's the worst, though. We all joke about that, but could you imagine a snake in your boot?
I've had a spider in my shoe, and you're like, what the heck?
You know what would happen right after snake in my boots? There'd be pee in my pants. That's what would happen. There's pee in my pants.
Oh, hey,
MCP pants.
Carolyn's back.
Carolyn Daly with the 10 purple hearts. Is that 10?
Yes.
Did I count right?
Let's see. It's 8. But who's counting?
By the way, if she's gonna throw out 8, I'm gonna throw out double that. 16 purple hearts back to Carolyn Daly. She's a sweetheart. She's the best among us.
I guess real quick, if you are tuning in and you don't know what we're doing, we're going to go through the 80s children's book, Choose Your Own Adventure, and you can go into the chat here on Facebook or Twitter. And when we get to a decision mark or decision page, you can help decide, and we'll have it on the screen for you. And you can tell us to turn to page 8 and go to the saloon, or turn to page 20 and go fly over a cliff on top of a mammoth while you're on fire.
Hell yeah! Now the thing is, how many times in a reading of a story, in a bedtime story no less, where you didn't get to kind of steer the events? You're like, hey man, don't go down that path, go down this path. Well, This time you can do it.
Yes.
Tonight.
Today, right now, tonight. And let's get started with Deadwood, which is written by Edward Packard. He is the creator of Choose Your Own Adventure. So we're going to start with Deadwood City, and let's go ahead and open up the book. Let's just get this cow herd moving and get on to page 2 here. So I'll go ahead and start, Eddie, and then we'll go from there. All right. Imagine yourself on horseback riding along a desert trail humming a tune. It's in the distance, you can see the snow-capped peaks of the Rocky Mountains. You have been working as a cowhand in the Old West, but your last job was boring. So about a week ago, I wish you could just quit your job and like, I'm bored. I'm leaving.
I'm bored. No, dude, you should do that tomorrow at your job. Come home, tell your wife, I'm a cowboy now.
I'm a cowboy now. I got bored. Oh, man. That'd go over like a lead balloon.
You're about to be single.
Yeah,
Lee.
there you go. You can be bored with your divorce lawyer.
Oh.
But your last job was boring, so about a week ago, you packed up and headed on to Deadwood City. Now you're finally approaching your destination. It's late afternoon, it's a warm, dry day, and as you ride into town, a fresh breeze blows the dust up into swirling clouds. The streets are nearly deserted, and the few people you see seem nervous and tense. You wonder what to do. You might go over to the saloon and see what's happening there. You know that in a western town, there is no better place to pick up the news than the saloon. But maybe you should go to the hotel. The clerk at the front desk can probably tell you what's doing in Deadwood City. Besides, you need a place to stay for the night. Then again, you might go to the sheriff's office. If there is trouble in Deadwood City, the sheriff is likely to know about it. All right, here we're at a choice. If you decide to go to the saloon, go to page 5. If you decide to go to the hotel, go to page 6. If you decide to go to the sheriff's office, turn to page 7. So we've got 3 options.
Not just deciding twice, but deciding thrice.
Exactly. And to preface this, this is the second time we've gone through the book, and that's what's great about these books is you can go through them over and over again. But our first choice was the saloon last time.
We did go into the saloon, so bear that in mind.
We may want to make an executive order and say, well, maybe it's the hotel or the sheriff's office this time.
Right. Why repeat past mistakes?
Exactly.
You know?
And of course,
Jesse goes right for the saloon. What did we just tell you? Now, the thing to bear in mind is I want to point this out. How cheap were baby boomer parents back then, Jesse? And I'm sorry, and Lee. How cheap were I saw Jesse pop up. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
How cheap were they? How cheap? Because Transformers, they're like, I'm only buying that toy because it turns into 2 things. Now you got 2 toys for the price of 1. But then they go in these books. They're like, these books are 50 books in one. That's all I'm buying you.
You're not getting any books.
You that one.
That's a good point.
You got on your shelf, it's one Choose Your Own Adventure book. He's like, that's 40 books. You know it is.
Your friends come over. They're like, that's 1 book. No. My mom said there's 30 books in there.
You got 3 Transformers. You're like, I got 6 toys.
Yeah.
Like, no.
That's a kid. Actually, you can tell you're a dad, Eddie. You came up with this way to make it sound, better to an 8-year-old, 9-year-old. Spin
exactly.
it. Okay.
Or it's like I take the breakfast cereal and punch it into powder and be like, now it's pixie dust, kids.
Yeah, come on, look at that.
Candy dust. Anyway, sorry.
All right. So Carolyn says hotel. Brent says the sheriff's office, and Jesse says he's thirsty.
We're split 3 ways. Flip that covert nerd coin to whip it out so soon, but.
All right.
Y'all gave us no choice.
What are we going to say? Since we really only have 2 choices, hotel or sheriff's office?
Yeah, I say hotel is heads because it starts with an H.
Hotel.
That's how I
All right. We'll flip it here. It's tails. So we're going to the sheriff's.
We just skip over Jesse like it doesn't matter.
Poor Jesse.
I'm sorry, Jesse. You matter. You're fabulous.
All right. Here we go. So page 7 is the sheriff's office.
So it's my turn. Is that my turn then?
You got this, Eddie.
Here we go. Do I do it in character the whole time?
If you want to.
I might read just this page. We'll see how I feel.
Okay.
You walk down a dusty street till you come to a shack with a sign over it saying sheriff's office. He's not me, though, so it's all right. You go see Rio Blast, I'll take care of you. You go inside and are greeted by a tall, thin-faced man wearing a 10-star on his shirt. You introduce yourself to him, and he invites you to have a seat. He means to sit down. Don't take it with you. You're not some kind of seat thief, are you? Don't be taking seats. Have you heard what's going on, he asks. Kurt Malloy is coming into town. When he takes over a town, it might just as well have been burned to the ground. In fact, if you ask me, that would be preferable because this town sucks. I'm kidding. That's just something he implied. That's all I'm saying. All I can say is you better watch your step. That's dangerous talk coming from the sheriff. He done gave up.
Yeah.
Lee, he don't care.
He's done.
You best watch your step. You think maybe this town isn't such a great place to be, but you just about broke, and you better stay around long enough to earn some money. Do you have any idea where I might get a job, you ask? No, I don't, the sheriff replies, the most useless sheriff I ever did see. But you might talk to Mrs. Megan. She lives right across the street, and she always seems to know everything that's going on around here. This sheriff is as useful as boobies on a boar, as those cowboys would say. You can't milk a boar, Lee. You can't do it. You're mad.
Yeah, it would be crazy.
If you decide to pay a call on Mrs. Megan, turn to page 14. If you decide you'll look around town instead, turn to page 15.
You can help decide, do we go to Mrs. Megan or do we look around? Yeah, you're right. This guy, they never say the name of the sheriff, but I have a feeling it might be Barney Fife.
He's no darn good. He did not give you any help at all.
He's like the worthless law enforcement. He's even Prufrock and Schmidt might be better than this guy.
Prufrock and Schmidt are cracking their knuckles like, let me at him.
They're like, hold my beer.
Hold my 70s Schlitz malt liquor. I'm going to come in here and clean up this town.
Exactly. Hold my Schlitz.
They don't even give the sheriff a name.
No, exactly. He's just the sheriff. And he's like a bitter old man. He's like, I don't even want to be here. I don't know why I'm here. My wife made me take this job.
He's like, if there's a God in heaven, he'll burn this place to the ground. He'll light it on fire because this place is the cleansing fire of the Lord is the only thing that'll save this town.
He just like hates it.
Sodom and Gomorrah, more like Sodom, Gomorrah, and Deadwood. Left out that city. Burn.
All right. So Jeffrey Lee is in the chat, and he says, "Go get back to the hotel."
Right? Is that even a choice? Oh, no,
No.
Miss Megan. She's in the
Miss Megan. We can't go back
Jeffrey,
to the hotel.
We can't. Too late, Jeffrey. We can't be making up endings.
Oh, Carolyn's talking like she's talking like a cowboy.
I love it. Bonus covert nerd coins for people who talk like cowboys in the comments.
Carolyn gets 5 covert nerd coins right away.
Go get a gosh darn job with Megan. Miss Megan, you give me a gosh darn job.
Right now.
Right now. Not yesterday, girl. I need to work.
Don't make me get my gun out.
Don't make me get my angry face on, because I'll do it.
I will. Kurt Malloy is our bad guy.
I mean, anybody named Kurt, you meet a person named Kurt, you better punch him across the jaw right there. There ain't no darn good. Oh, we got Jesse. Get a drink. Hashtag parched.
Jesse wants to go to the saloon. That's awesome.
Someone get Jesse a glass of water.
Jesse might need an intervention here, I think.
Nah, no, he doesn't, man. We're all going through this together.
I'm just kidding.
My High School Musical. We're all in this together, everybody. We're all in this.
No, we're all in this together.
Hey.
Nobody's getting out of here alive.
No, that sheriff had anything to say about it. He's like, listen, I'm going down to the general store to buy a can of gas and a match. You know what I'm saying? This town's burning. Feel the burn is right.
Getting postal. Get him a Manhattan.
Listen, everybody, these are great comments. We need to decide something because so far, Miss Carolyn Daly is the only one.
I think we're just gonna. Should we just go to Miss Megan?
Go see gosh darn Megan.
Yeah, Mrs. Megan, which is page 14.
Mrs. Megan.
14.
Page 14. Yep.
You knock on Mrs. Megan's door. In a moment, it opens. Yeah.
On Megan's door.
In a moment, it opens, and a little old woman with sparkly blue eyes and a warm smile greets you. When you tell her the sheriff suggested you pay her a call and that you're looking for work, she invites you to join her for a cup of tea. You could get a job as a ranch hand or even riding shotgun if you like that sort of the work. What is that? I guess
I think it's passenger, but back then the passenger legit carried a shotgun.
Oh yeah, like when they were riding the wagon, they would have the guy next to him with the. That's where that came from. Okay.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, that's where the term came from. When they said shotgun, it's because you aren't just sitting in that seat; you're holding a gosh dang shotgun.
Yes. Okay. All right. Mrs. Megan says, just look at the notices posted down at Tyler's General Store. But would you consider starting a newspaper? I've been planning to do it myself. I even had a printing press sent all the way from Philadelphia, but now my health isn't what it used to be, and I'm just not up to it. If you're interested, I'll help you set up. If you decide to check out the notices at the general store, turn to page 15. If you decide to go into the newspaper business, turn to page 40.
We're getting to the point. Yes. We're at a critical point now. I can feel it.
This is our career path right now, right in front of us, guys. This is like you're the 18-year-old senior deciding what you're going to do.
You're like, now you do like reading. You're reading a book now.
Yeah.
Why not go into print? to quote someone, print's not dead.
Jesse says, ride shotgun, hashtag that's what she literally said.
That's what she literally said. But listen, there's a lot of like notable people who were involved in print media. You know, the Rothschilds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Clark Kent. Who else?
Peter Parker.
Peter Parker. He took photos. Give me pictures of Spider-Man.
Yes. Give me pictures.
Give me pictures of Jesse Kiefer.
Yeah, that's what J. Jonah Jameson wants. Pictures of Jesse Kiefer.
Just a fistful of like pictures of Jesse Kiefer.
All right.
Carolyn Daly wants to be a newsie.
Carolyn says newspaper. Jesse says newspaper. So I think it's newspaper.
You're short on ears and long on mouth, boy.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's a good one.
That is.
Join Grawlix. I have to give Jeffrey some credit here. He's inventing choices that don't exist in the book.
He's really good.
We should do write your own adventure.
Okay, so Jeffrey gets 10 Covert Vern coins. Ooh. Covert Nerd coins, 10 for
add those up.
Being creative. It's
making your own endings.
It's the game where the points don't matter.
Yes, much like this election. Apparently. So, okay, what page are we going to? We're going
page
to
40.
40?
Oh, all Carolyn said Lois Lane. There we go.
See, there you go.
All right, page 40.
Give me pictures of Spider-Man. I'm getting there. I'm going off a hobo internet right now. Running a newspaper sounds great, and you gladly accept Mrs. Morgan's offer. Your paper, the Deadwood Dispatch, because you love alliteration so much, will appear every Friday so that when people come into town for the weekend, they can read the latest news, providing they know how to read. You'll turn over to her any money you take in on the first 4 issues, and after that, you'll own the printing press free and clear. While you are, that's a pretty good deal, actually.
It is, actually.
The first 4 issues, it's like, you just keep everything. I'll starve. And then after that,
it's yours.
It's yours. It's mine to keep. While you're just down a couple pant sizes because you're starving.
Yes.
While you are getting your first edition ready, many of the local cattle ranchers go out of their way to tell you that sheep are ruining the grass on the open range by cropping it too close to the ground. I thought they said crapping, by the way. I almost read that wrong.
Oops.
They're crapping on the ground. An editorial on the subject will certainly attract attention to your newspaper. The cattleman's position sounds convincing, and you think maybe you'll say in the dispatch that the sheep ranchers should go back to where they came from. This is the first boring choice.
Yeah, I know.
This is like this is an actual career choice. Do you write the scathing article?
Yes, or not.
If you decide to write an editorial against the sheep ranchers, turn to page 26. If you decide to wait until you have heard the sheep ranchers' side, turn to page 27. Ooh. Editorial conundrum.
You're right. This is kind of a little bland. We want to see some Kurt Malloy and go back to that gritty sheriff.
We were at a point where we were going to face off a murderer, and now we're like, should I write a story about how the sheep farmers should go, or should I interview them and then get
or is it a story about the dusty farmhand, now paper magnate?
Right. This is probably, and I won't lie, this is probably the most boring sounding choice we've had to make ever.
I'm sorry.
In this book series.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. You read enough of these.
That's what
and we got more people inventing endings here. Wait for what?
Called Deep Throat.
What? Jeffrey Lee. This is a family show.
And then Carolyn says, wait, page 27. So she says, wait. So Carolyn, she's...
Oh, wait. Yeah, wait. We got two waits. Good things come to those who not wait. Take the stuff they want.
You can tell this is a lower budget Choose Your Own Adventure.
The effects aren't as good as the other one.
This is a made-for-TV movie version of Choose Your Own Adventure. You remember those?
Imagine.
The after-school special?
Yes. Oh, Lord, those things.
Oh, wow.
Billy, what did you learn about taking candy from strangers? I learned friendship rules.
Those things were like low to no budget TV movies.
Never forget it. Those Benji ones. Remember those Benji ones? The dog Benji? How old are we? We remember Benji.
Oh, yeah. I remember Benji.
Cultural. It's a little terrier dog that got into misadventures, but he solved crimes and taught kids a thing along the way.
I think they may have paid in covert nerd coins back then, too. That's why it didn't go over.
Didn't take off.
So Carolyn says, wait. And I think that's the consensus here.
I think the consensus is wait. Good things come to those who wait, man. So we're going to go to page 27.
You spend a few days calling on sheep ranchers in the area. They argue that the cattlemen are breaking the law by fencing off the water holes and trying to drive sheep ranchers off public land. You decide the sheep ranchers have a just cause for complaint, and in following Friday's edition of the Dispatch, you print an editorial saying so. Many people comment favorably on your editorial, but a couple of mornings later, several tough-looking men stop you in the street. They're led by Jack Garvey and a burly red-bearded cattle rancher. We like your newspaper a lot, Garvey says. It would be a shame if you weren't around to run it anymore. Oh boy.
There it is.
He's our first Italian mobster.
It'd be a shame if something happened to your pretty printing press, wouldn't it? Hey.
You know that you can't run a newspaper by letting other people tell you what to write. On the other hand, you've heard a lot of dead heroes in the West, and you don't want to be one of them.
Bada bing, bada boom. You can't be printing papers if you're dead either.
If you're dead, you got to sound like Tony Danza. You got to get your Angela.
Fingers are broken, Angela. You can't be printing. You can't be making newspapers if your fingers are broken.
If you continue to publish your views on the rights of sheep ranchers, turn to page 47. If you decide to write about other things for a while, turn to page 49. So basically, do you keep going and risk getting shot, or do you just back off?
Listen, I don't want to sway the crowd here, but the bottom line is you've already gone this far. You can't be all of a sudden writing about different things. Hey, guys, have you ever wondered about mice? Do they wear hats? Do they make their own little clothes? What are mice about, huh? You can't do that. People are like, what happened? This paper used to be good. Now it sucks.
What happened to the Dispatch?
What happened to the Deadwood Dispatch? It used to be something good. The voice of the people. Now it's some garbage rag. I don't want to. No, you ruin it. You ruin it. But on the other hand, how are you going to be printing any newspapers with your ghost hands because you're dead?
Dead. Hey, Angela, you can't make a newspaper. if you're 6 feet under the ground.
6 feet under the ground, Angela. Angela.
You're inside a coffin. Mona, you're inside a coffin, Mona. You can't make a paper if you're inside a coffin.
Jesse says, tell the tale.
There it is.
Brett
You're about
says,
to feel the power of the press.
It's about 9 millimeters.
The bench press, you're going to get dropped the 200 pounds on your neck. Where's the adventure?
Oh, wow. Carolyn gets 15 Covert Nerd coins for that one.
I know, right? This is so far choose your own career path. That's
I know.
the next.
This is like career days at school.
Angela, this is a family show, Angela. You can't be talking about breaking fingers and burying people.
Carolyn.
And then you write about Dear Abby and mouse clothes until you die.
Oh, that's hilarious. You can write about other stuff till you die of boredom. Oh, man, that's good.
Oh, what do we got here?
Yeah, I agree, Brent. Carolyn just got the best line of the night.
Until you die.
Man. Well, I think let's go ahead and Jesse said tell the tale. So I think that's continue. So that's page 47.
He's messed up. 47.
When does the 9 millimeter get involved? Yeah, I think that's I think we're about ready to it's coming. Oh yeah. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I can smell it.
Oh yeah.
Boy, I told you, boy. I said, boy, I told you. Foghorn up
yeah,
in here.
you got the Foghorn Leghorn. Yeah, I say,
boy.
boy.
I said, boy.
All right.
I told you to quit writing about. All right, ready? Here we go. You continue to take the sheep rancher side in your editorials. You cannot be bought or threatened, apparently.
Yeah.
You're fearful or dumb. But a few days later, you find that your office has been broken into, your printing press damaged, and type scattered all over the place. You could tell this book is old because they say type, and we know what that is, but I don't know if everybody would.
No, I don't think people understand that nowadays.
Letters you would drop in. You call the sheriff in because that's going to do a heck of a lot of good. That sleepy sheriff's going to come in and shrug and be like, well, I told you it burned his house, burned his place to the ground.
Where's my matches? That's all he can do.
All I see is a printing press that's not on fire yet. You call the sheriff in. He says, Kurt Malloy's gang must be responsible. And you're like, Kurt Malloy hasn't shown up yet. It was some other guy.
Yeah.
But you feel sure some cattlemen are behind it. As soon as you can get your press repaired, you print a special edition with two letters on top of it, F and U, and it tells everybody. Your headline reads, "No free press means no freedom." Ooh. You call on the people of Deadwood City to get a new sheriff and enough good deputies to enforce the law. And I don't even need to keep reading because I feel it in my bones what's about to happen.
Oh, yeah.
After that, many people come to your office and pledge their help. A protective committee is formed to end lawlessness in Deadwood City. You realize that there may still be trouble ahead, but you enjoy your work, and you are determined to make the Deadwood Dispatch the best newspaper in the West. The most boring end.
That was probably the most meh. But that's what happens in these. Sometimes you get a stinker. Sometimes you get a good one.
Carolyn wasn't lying. You're like, and then you retired and found a boring wife to marry with boring children. And then you stare out the window and wonder where you went wrong.
So, but we were right. They said, get rid of the sheriff. So we were right that sheriff was just a loser.
That sheriff, I think Jesse Kiefer's. Thank you, Jeff.
Huh?
Jesse. That's the end, I guess.
Okay, I guess.
That's
awesome, though.
There's one thing I've learned on these live reads, Lee, is that if there's a yin, there's definitely a yang to these reads, and the next story is going to blow people
your mind because we're going to go in space. Space people. What?
We were on the Wild West. Now we're in space. So refresh your drink, whatever the heck it is you're having. Tea, beer, wine, hooch, chocolate milk.
Well, as we said earlier, we know what Prufrock and Schmidt have. They have Schlitz.
Schlitz malt liquor, brought to you by Schlitz malt liquor. not fine malt liquor.
For those of you that may not know, the Prufrock and Schmidt reference is from way back, and we'll have to put a link in the show notes. You have to go listen to it.
Yeah, we still got to, and see, my move is really like moving. They say having a pandemic and an election and trying to sell your movie and move your house is the most stressful combination you could possibly have, Lee.
Yeah. So you're like, let's just do it all.
Combine them into a giant ball. So
my COVID life now seems very fulfilling.
See, you could be writing for a newspaper in Deadwood.
Exactly.
Be happy, Brent. Be happy, Brent, with your sad, sad life.
Jesse says, go to the saloon.
We know how that ends. We've been down that road. We at the saloon. Get that drink going.
Sarsaparilla. Okay.
Altair. My checking out has been difficult here. You start us off.
Yeah, I'll get started off here. So, third planet from Altair, page 1. For many years, astronomers tried to detect messages from life in outer space. Finally, at an observatory on the top of Mauna Kea in Hawaii, these signals were recorded. And it's just got a bunch of gibberish, a bunch of squares and triangles. And I have no idea what it is. Their source was found to be the third planet from Altair, a yellow-white star 16 light years from Earth. Scientists everywhere agreed that the signals, which were repeated continuously every few minutes, must certainly have been sent by intelligent life, but they were unable to agree upon their meaning. So, page 2. You are one of the crew of 4 aboard the spaceship Aloha. You and your companions have been chosen to journey to Altair to seek whomever or whatever is sending the messages. You hope to travel the vast distance in only a few weeks instead of hundreds of years by making use of time contraction technology. All systems operated perfectly as you blasted off and accelerated past Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn and on into interstellar space. Now, 2 weeks later, you're standing on the bridge watching the rear view display screen. The sun has diminished it in size and brightness so that it now looks like an ordinary star. With you are Captain Bud Stanton, veteran astronaut, Professor Henry Pickens, cosmologist, not cosmetologist, and Dr. Nira Vivaldi, an anthropologist specializing in interspecies communications. Isn't that what Al majored in, was interspecies communication?
I believe so. And actually, fun fact, he used to be a space cosmetologist. You're a space autumn. You're a space autumn. Those are the colors you got. It's a Jupiter fall.
Suddenly, space around the ship is filled with flickering light. You glance at the captain. He is rigid, as if he were frozen. Sparks dance around the computer. Your body begins to tingle, and Pickens is leaning over the sensory data display screen, shivering as though he has a severe chill. We must be passing through an antimatter storm, he says in a shaky voice. Fortunately, a mild one. Mild, perhaps, you reply, but look at the captain. He's paralyzed. I think we should turn back, says Dr. Vivaldi. We're not equipped to handle this, especially without the captain. I think we're through the worst of it, Pickens says. I'm sure the captain would want us to continue on our mission. Your decision will break the deadlock. If you allow the Aloha to continue to go to Altair, turn to page 6. If you instruct the computer to change your course, turn to page 8. So do we continue or do we change course? No one on this crew is native Hawaiian. Yes.
No.
So
if your Pickens is a shivering,
what do you do? So Carolyn says to change course. Last time we decided to go to page 6.
And that was what, to change course? Or what's page 6?
What's page 6? Yeah. Sorry, I don't even shoot the gap.
I'm zooming in now. Page 6 was to continue on course.
Oh, okay.
Page 8 was to change course. So we got change it too.
So we got 2 change courses.
One for a shoot the gap, which I'm going to believe that to be change as well.
I think so.
Shoot the gap, son. It's what we said when we were shooting at rabbits. The buck teeth. Yeah.
Shoot that rabbit, son.
I'm going to go with, we're going to change course.
Okay.
Page 8. You change course. I almost read like Rio again. You change course and begin to chart a more indirect route to Altair. The antimatter effects subside. All systems return to normal. The captain stirs as if awakening from a long nap. Are you all right, Captain, you ask? He smiles at you, but there is a strange look in his eyes. Set course for Deneb 5. Ultra hype. Ultra hype? Ultra hype?
Isn't that what's on Spaceballs was ludicrous speed?
Ludicrous speed. We've gone plaid, sir.
Yes, we're going to go plaid.
Ultra hype is what Jesse and I do for each other. We're just sitting in the background just...
There you go.
Who's Jesse in the world?
Ultra hype. That was Al's nickname in Space Academy.
It was. Ultra hype, he says in a monotone voice. But what about our mission, you say? That's in order. I sense an alien presence among us, Dr. Vivaldi says, passive-aggressively. It must have lodged in the mind of the captain and be gaining strength. You must act. They make a lot of assumptions on this, by the way.
This one's had a lot of assumptions.
I mean, okay. You must act. So there you go. So now we have a choice to be made as I flip the page the wrong way. If you follow the captain's orders, turn to page 12. If you do not obey the captain, turn to page 22. There you go.
So do we obey the captain or do we not?
Activate Ultra
Hype. I know. Jesse.
Oh, I want to commission that as an art piece so bad right now.
Activate Ultra Hype. What would that?
Ultra Hype. Baby. Mutiny.
Mutiny.
That's the pirate.
Carolyn.
Pirate lady I know.
Arg.
Flipping tables over and backhanding fools.
Oh, Jeffrey said
my hand.
22.
22 is do not obey. We got a lot of mutiny, disobey. Don't do it. All right. Looks like you're reading page 22, Mr. Searcy. So
Okay.
I'm going to return the book.
Okay. So you point your mini laser at the captain. Since your conduct violates our orders, we are required to confine you, you tell him. You march the captain to his quarters and lock him in. When you return to the bridge, you find that Dr. Vivaldi has already ordered an emergency change of course to get you away from the alien mind force. Later, you go to the captain's quarters to check on his condition. You find him up and about, looking as if nothing is happening. You did the right thing in confining me, he says, but I'm okay now. Let me out. That's an order. Ooh. All right. Do we let the captain out or do we not let the captain out? So if you decide to let the captain out, go to page 44. If not, go to page 45. Huh.
Shoot him.
Did he violate
Shoot him,
Shoot him. He's got an alien inside of him.
Shoot him. It's already mutated into a human form. Shoot him.
Yeah, shoot him, Dad. Back to the Future.
Yes.
Where's the whiskey? Confiscate. Confiscate his hooch. Carolyn said no.
Oh, hell no. You letting him out? That's how they get you.
He's got an egg growing inside of him. You know it.
I'm so glad you locked me in my room. Now let me out.
Oh,
that's a knife to the
that whole line there is like, yeah, this is totally playing you.
Normally we try to abstain from affecting the jury, but now we're like, no.
Okay, so
no.
Let him rot.
I think we got essentially 3
I think we're going to page 45.
You say, "I'm sorry, Captain. This is for your own good." And then you shoot him right betwixt the eyes. "This is for your own good," and quickly lock the door of the cabin. Then you return to the bridge. Abruptly, the Aloha begins to tremble. The stars on the display screen whirl into new positions. The warp disruption. Oh, sorry. Time warp disruption. Time warp disruption, says the computer. "Full range screen presentation," you call out as your PowerPoint is maximized. The whole array of stars and galaxies appears. "I can hardly believe it," Dr. Vivaldi says in an awed tone. "We know where we are, but we don't know when we exist." These stories, they get bonkers. "Earth may not yet have been born, or it may already have disappeared. We must activate the Chronostan."
Oh, wow.
Did I read that? The Chronostan.
The Chronostan.
The Chronostan.
I think I had a cousin that was there once. That's from a country, right?
Nasty case of Chronostan back in the day. Get some eye drops, clear it right up. "We must activate the Chronostan," Pickens cries. "It is our only hope of returning to our own time." "But what if we fail?" you wonder aloud. Pickens thinks a moment, which takes a lot of energy because Pickens is not that smart. "We might end up in a time from which we could never escape, possibly even a time before any matter existed in the universe. We would then be totally and finally alone. The introvert's dream." Computer rates the probability of success, which we don't even know what success means at this point, at 32%. Dr. Vivaldi and Pickens say they will trust your 12-year-old judgment.
That's right. We need to go ask the guy at the Deadwood Dispatch.
"Hey, I know you wrote a successful newspaper in the Wild West that was almost shut down by a bunch of crooked cattlemen, and you're only 13 years old, but what would you do with a 32% success rate of being stuck in a time warp where we might not even exist?" And you're like, oh, God. That's what I had a stressful life. "If you activate the Chronostan, turn to page 55. If you decide to remain in the present time, whatever that is," that's what it says.
Whatever that is.
"If you decide to remain in the present time, whatever that is."
Oh, that's awesome.
Turn to page 60.
Okay.
So if you activate the Chronostan, this shiny device that we haven't heard of mention of once.
It's like the MacGuffin.
Turn to page 55. If you decide to remain in the present time, turn to page 60.
Okay. So 55 or 60.
Yep. And I am returning the book.
Okay.
The book is successfully returned.
All right.
And Jesse goes back to activate
Ultra Hype. Oh, that's awesome.
Activate the shiny.
It's the MacGuffin.
Ultra Hype. Why do we have an Ultra Hype if we don't push that button every time?
All right.
Is this E.T.? Yes. This is the director's cut.
Okay, Addie, you have to do a Captain Kirk impersonation that says, "Activate the Chronostan."
Activate the Chronostan.
There we go. I can see that. Spock, activate the Chronostan.
Activate the Chronostan.
All right.
Jim.
I'll
point out to you. No one's ever done that
before.
We don't even know what it is.
We don't know. So I assume we're
Chronostan is spelled KRNOKR dash STA. Stanley.
I think we're going to activate the Chronostan, Eddie. I think that's the consensus.
55, man. They want to go to page 55.
So we're going
and push the button.
The shiny red button. Don't push the shiny red button.
Just push it.
Okay. You insert the Chronostan program into the computer, which emits a musical tone that rises higher and higher until it becomes a searing pain shooting through your head. In a moment, you're unconscious. Oh my. Sometime later, you awaken and look around. You and the 3 others are in another spaceship, larger and more comfortable than the Aloha. Though the enormous windows of this new ship, you can see the whole galaxy. I can tell by the arrangement of the constellations that we have traveled a few thousand years in time, Pickens says. Now, how does he know? Oh, well, look at these stars. We're 1,000 years in the future.
Hashtag Pickensplaining. That's what I call this.
He's Pickensplaining.
You don't know that, dude. I can tell by the constellations. We've traveled thousands of years in the future. You're full of... He swallowed his tobacco chew is what he done did.
I think he did.
Oh, hashtag out there now.
Yeah, we got to put that out there. Hashtag Pickensplain. He's like that annoying kid that, well, actually, in issue 18 of volume 1. Okay. So 57. Here we go. Oh, wow. Some cool art.
I got beat to it. Everybody else jumped on it. Did you see that?
Pickensplain. So you are astounded to see that there are 2 strange creatures in the compartment. They have squat bodies, 4 legs, and oval heads. Each holds up rope-like arms and waves its spiny hands. You understand they're welcoming you aboard their ship. Within a few hours, you're able to establish communications with these beings through computer-assisted translation. They tell you that they come from the 3rd planet from Altair and that their destination is the 3rd planet from the sun, the Earth. You will arrive in only a few weeks. You can only guess whether it will be in the future or the past. The end.
Dang!
Okay.
Are you kidding me? Hey,
you were kidnapped by aliens
who look like weird bed bugs with like Michelin tires for torsos. I can't tell what's going on there.
And it looks like they're wearing plaid uniform with pockets in the front. They have a belt. I'll have to put a link in the show notes, but here I can zoom in a little bit here.
Well, they did go full plaid on this one.
See? Look at that.
Oh, wow. Look at them. That's fashionable.
Yeah, see these pockets and the little buttons up front and the belt. It's really bizarre.
Odd evolutionary decision there.
Yeah. I don't know. The face looks really, wow. They did
put out a hashtag squat body. Hashtag squat body.
So what did they do for the artist for this guy? They said, here, come up. Yeah, space herpes. Exactly, Jeffrey. Yep. Did they have to take an acid trip for this, or is this like, just give me something really bonkers? Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly Carolyn with another one.
Grandpa. That's exactly what it looks like. She nailed it.
Why are you wearing your pants up to your nipples, Grandpa? Come on. Not good.
Well, when you get older, things sag, Eddie. So by the time you're 80...
Belt up to your neck. Here's a success. We didn't die.
No.
Mm-hmm. We met the aliens that sent the signal.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mission accomplished.
The captain somehow is basically like, we did not resolve that story at all.
No.
He's just locked in his cabin for all we know.
That's true. Yeah, you're exactly right.
So whatever, but hey, so far so good. And then we also have the reference to Space Ed Grimley. That's totally fabulous, I must say.
I just can't do it. Look at it.
I just love it.
We didn't actually, Eddie. We didn't die in either story, other than we might have died in boredom in the other one. But
one could die. We died a slow death in that one.
Yes. So that means it's a celebration, right, Eddie?
We'll take that, because when we don't die in a choose your own adventure book, it feels good. It feels good in the hand.
Feels good in the hand.
But
so yes, we can celebrate.
We did not. Go ahead.
And I would say, would you say Carolyn probably got the most covert nerd coins this episode?
I think Carolyn ran away with at least, about 10,000 COVID nerd coins when it's all said and done.
Yes. I think you can get those. Carolyn wanted to die in Deadwood.
We all did.
I think we all did.
Yeah, we left a piece of ourselves back in Deadwood. We're not getting it back.
But that's the thing with these stories, Eddie. Sometimes there's a stinker, sometimes they're good, but that's why you go back at the beginning and read through it again.
Start over again. Hopefully our lives are like the same thing. When we fade away and die on our deathbed, we open our eyes and start afresh. Here's hoping.
And here's what you might see when you wake up, Eddie. One of these.
Oh Lord, look at them. They look happy though. They do have pockets.
They do have pockets. Yeah.
Pockets. You think for an alien, dude, you guys weren't kidding with the grandpa.
I know. That's what Carolyn.
That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. She had lines 1 and 2 of the night. Exactly. Carolyn walks away. The champion.
She's the champion.
Well, tune in the next 2 weeks. See if you can knock Carolyn off of her platform with your comments and covert nerd coins.
She gets the covert nerd traveling trophy.
Yep. Oh, next choose your own election adventure. That's funny. Space heroes with
pockets. Exactly.
We all win with the pockets.
Everybody wins.
So I would say, we're gonna do this again in 2 weeks.
Yep.
And I'll be in the new digs, and that'll be fun.
Oh, that'll be nice. It'll be fully lit.
Fully lit. Won't be all dark like this, trying to hide stuff behind you. You don't want to see my unmade bed, piles of laundry. That won't do you any good.
You need to talk to that sheriff from Deadwood that likes to burn things and get a match or something.
It's like, hey, can you help me reset my bedroom? Sure thing.
He pulls out of his pocket just a whole wad of matches. Yeah, which kind do you want? Strike on the box, strike anywhere.
This is the old reset button right here is what I call these. Those are matches, sir.
Oh, the Choose Your Own Adventure Championship belt. I like that.
Which we should probably, we can talk more off camera, but we should probably make some sort of fun little
Yeah.
Choose your own adventure covert nerd
belt. I want to see Van Eddie.
You never know.
Bring on the laundry.
No, I won't.
No.
I won't do it.
Well, we better sign off. And thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And until next time, nerd it up.
See ya.
These are so much fun. And like I said, if you want to get involved, simply go to the Covert Nerd Facebook page. I'll put a link in the show notes. You can find out when we're going to do these, and you can be involved with them as well. It's a lot of fun. Also visit covertnerd.net to see other episodes, and please share them with a friend. And until next time, nerd it up. I guess, Eddie, you should tell everybody that may be listening that where that comes from and the podcast that originated from.
So I invoked the character of Rio Blast. That is from the character of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe that we breathed new life into through our podcast, Make Eternia Great Again,
yes.
Which is a fun, nostalgic look back at He-Man and all things He-Man. But also now we're starting to branch out into other things of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Late 70s. We're not that old. It's a super fun show. But we've got several characters we've kind of brought to life again. One among them being Rio Blast, the Western cyborg cowboy, and also the one and only Ram Man, voiced by the one and only Jesse Kiefer.
Jesse
Kiefer,
right there.
We had the same idea.
And tell everybody what Rio has. Rio has what on his what?
He's got guns on his guns.
Yes.
I tell you what. It's like gun safety. Gun safety means more guns, son.
That's right. Keep those guns safe. Well, if you want to,
if you teach a gun how to shoot.
It's a fun podcast, Eddie, and I love it because you guys go through a ton of characters. So I'll put a link in the show notes, and you can pick out your favorite character or just start from the beginning and listen to all of them.
Lord help you if you do. But yes, please do. It'll be fun. And I may invoke a Rio Blast as we read this, so we'll see how it goes.
Oh, Brent is in the chat too. I forgot to mention that. Brent's there.
Which he called me Clem Cadiddle Hopper. That's a mouthful right there. Now you're just being silly, Brent. Now you're just being silly.
There's got to be a cousin like a Phlegm Kettle Hopper.
Something like that, uncle. Right?
Oh,
yeah.
It's me.
Hey,
it's me, man.
It's Ram Man.
All right.
Good old Jesse. Anyway,